What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got a little special solo live before lock tonight. Should be a good one. A lot of injury news just came out, so we'll have fun sifting through that garbage. But in the meantime, let's get this giveaway fired up, starting ready to go. In order to qualify, as always, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag Team Hold into the chat, and just like we do every week, if we get up over 200, that is going to be a rare tier giveaway. All right. Otherwise, we're going to be just like a nice, beautiful limited tier. Okay. But if we get up over 200, we've hit like 170 a couple of weeks in a row. So if you haven't shared this with your grandpappy, if you haven't tweeted this out, go share the stream. Let's get this up over 200 so we can head into the weekend hot, hot, hot and give away a rare tier. Go get me tonight. I know we're gonna be talking about the Pacers. The Pacers situation got a little bit trickier. But a couple of housekeeping things here up top, right? So, like I just said, like the stream, subscribe, share this shit, put hashtag Team Hold into the chat. If you haven't joined the Discord, please go ahead and do that. We will be using Momentum Labs projections today, so you can find a link to that in the show notes as well. And if you've never signed up for So Rare, but you just said, hey, I love a man in flannel, thanks for being here. Use the link in the show notes to sign up for So Rare. Give us a little kickback. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into this too. If this is your first time tuning into the show, just I'm going to go over the injury news. We're going to look at the slate in general, at like some of the contests we have, and then we will take a look at we'll do some like the projections. If you got questions, we'll go over those as well. It's going to be a little chaotic because we're rolling solo. And we get a fun announcement actually about this show coming up in like maybe next week. I think next week we'll be able to announce it. There we go. Stan says instantly sold his rare prize. Paper hands, baby. Hey, listen, live your life. I won a Jalen Johnson rare this week and an SGA common. It's a common, so like who cares? But all right, let's dive into some of the injury news. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff just came down the pipeline here. We'll do underdog together. A lot of the Pacers stuff just broke, which was kind of annoying. But at least we got it ahead of time. So here we go. Giannis is questionable for tomorrow. They made it sound like he wasn't on the injury report and then said, and then now are saying he's questionable. So I am still of the mindset that Giannis is going to play this weekend, but if you don't have a high risk tolerance, I totally get. It is a little weird that they were like, oh yeah, he's good to go, and then say, JK, he's back on the injury report. So I don't know. It's up to your risk tolerance. Beef Stew was rolled out. Isaiah Stewart has been ruled out. So that means I don't think they have Jalen Duren. They also don't have Beef Stew. So that means Nerlens Noel's season, I guess. O'Shea Brissett is available to play, who I think is kind of a sneaky play now for the Pacers, knowing that Aaron Nesmith is ruled out, Tyrese Halliburton is ruled out, Miles Turner is ruled out. So we'll go over all of that situation. Lineup alert, DeLon Wright and Taj Gibsons will have minutes limits on Friday for the Wizards. Porzingis and Daniel Gafford, who are returning from injuries, will not have a minutes limit. Monty Morris is ruled out, so that means with DeLon Wright having a minutes restriction, Jordan Goodwin probably gets a little bit more run. Maybe it's a little bit more Will Barton. John Conchar is ruled out tomorrow. Brandon Clark is questionable tomorrow. Dylan Brooks is questionable tomorrow. Caleb Martin is probable. Hero is questionable. I actually thought he was going to be out, so that's actually promising. Kyle, who becomes an awesome play too if he does go. If he doesn't go, if you want to take a shot on someone like Gabe Vincent, who's coming off a hot game with potentially no Hero and now no Lowry. Gordon Hayward's doubtful. Malcolm Brogdon's questionable. Some of the stuff we're waiting for tonight. Anthony Edwards questionable. We already know about Turner. We already know about Porzingis. So DeAndre Ayton has looks like he's going to play. DeMar DeRozan basically not playing, which means Zach LaVine is going to be a smash play. Nikola Jokic was ruled out. Now, I want to say something about Jokic quickly, okay? I know he's not playing tonight. You got to read it, though. It's injury management. They have 2 games. So if Jokic is like your go-to MVP, it's okay to roll him out for 1 game. I know I'm going to be doing that in the comments in my common lineups where I have Jokic. So I think you can play Jokic. So don't be too scared. Don't be too scared. You can still do it. I'm with Weisberg here. Murray is about to smash that 34 cat too. I like the matchup. I am wondering, like, does Murray maybe sit the second game then? Are they kind of doing this? Like, can we get by without Jokic Friday, then rest Murray? We'll see. Something to pay attention to. That is pretty much it for the injury news, though, off the top. Quickly, let's just look at the slate for tonight. And actually, as I do that, I'm going to remind people because there's like 40 more people here now. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag team hold. We're at 105 right now. 95 more people tune in, and it becomes a rare moment that we give away. Okay. So, Mike, my man, Joe Harris, rare, play or sell? Wow, George. I actually think Joe Harris is going to move into a nice role for the next couple of weeks, but that's totally up to you. I think he's a good play, but I totally understand selling him because obviously he's going to have a limited run here. But I think it's good. Connor John Houston, great for. I'm happy you're here. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy you're here. All right, let's go into some of the contests. So we have common contender, common champ, and then they put the babies down here. So they switched the veteran in the under 23. The under 23 now is a common, and the veterans now limited. And for the most part, those are all the same. I'm going to show you the dummy lineups. They're not really dummy lineups. I'm kind of excited about them that I built at the beginning here, and then we'll see if that changes as I go over that. Shindro saying, Mike, Kobe White rare, it's a sell or a keep. Dude, I'd rather you ask me if it's a play or not, right? I don't want to tell you what to buy and what to sell. Kobe White obviously is going to be his upside's limited based on the fact that DeRozan's out, right? So I think he's fine for this weekend, but I totally get selling him. Beef Stew, is he ruled out for both games or just one? Just one for now, but I know he's missed a couple games now, so I'm a little bit nervous. All right, here's my rare contender. We got Franz Wagner. We've got Jaden Ivey. We got Jalen Smith. We have Trey Murphy, because Trey Murphy's cap is still so low. And then I got Yuta. The other options between Yuta were Jock Landell, who is not really intriguing anymore. Because first of all, Dario Saric has been balling, but DeAndre Ayton's going to be back. It sounds like Dwight Powell, who I don't trust, and then Jalen Johnson. So I think we just roll with Utah, right? I think we just stick with this squad here. All right, Bottomline saying sold 2 Noels tonight. All right, there you go. I'm seeing some more questions come in. Don't you worry. We're going to get to those questions, baby. We're going to get to them. We're just kind of going over some stuff quickly, and then once we'll hit the projections. My limited contender, I was pretty jacked about, but I think I need to know what the people think. Do we move off Dario Saric, or do we think he's secured the backup minutes? Anyways, I was rolling out Jamal Murray, Terrence Mann, Dario Saric, Benedict Mathurin, and Kyle Kuz. I think I'm going to let this ride. And then my limited champ, baby. My limited champ over here was Sabone Bone, Christian Wood, TJ McConnell, Scotty Barnes, and Onyeka Okongwu. So those are my 3 main squads for tonight. And for an example of the Jokic thing, I'll just show you what I was doing at Champion, just so you can see what it looks like. So, I know they have 2 games. He's only going to play one of them, whatever. So I'm rolling out Jokic, and then I rolled that with SGA. Put in Vlatko Kankar and then Benedict Mathurin as well as Kawhi Leonard, which is kind of fun. So there you go. That's what I'm looking at as we dive into the projections. Let's get into the projections. Okay, let's get into it. Let's go. Again, we're using Momentum Labs, baby. We're using Momentum Labs. That's where we're getting started. Kinyi says, what are your thoughts on Duarte? Yeah, man, all these Pacers are going to get a nice little boost. What we're going to do is work our way through these. You're going to see a lot of Pacers pop up, I think. Okay, as we're starting at the bottom of the projections here, Terry Taylor, Kappa 2, projection is 6. That's because all the Pacers guys are out. I mean, that's a total dart throw. I do not love this, so I'm probably not messing with it. Whatever. If you want to freak out, go for it. Peyton Pritchard, kid, his ceiling gets raised a little bit if you are banking on Malcolm Brogdon sitting. But Marcus Smart came back and played last night. They still have Derek White, I think, unless Derek White's going to miss a game. But I don't love Peyton Pritchard unless Brogdon is out. Garrison Matthews. I mean, again, you got to look at what, yes, it's green, but he's projecting for 8 points. Is that really going to get you there? Agbaji continues to be a great play. Luke Cornett, I don't know if they're banking on one of their bigs sitting. I don't love this projection on Luke Cornett, but whatever. If you need a dart throw, you need a dart throw. So I got to see, does he have Ayton still in? Hold on. Let me see something quickly. He's got DeAndre Ayton playing 1. How many games does he have Sarge playing? Wow, he's got Sarge still for a projection of 25. That's fascinating to me. I don't know if I love it. Anyways, all right. Dario Saric, Kappa 7, projection of 25. You want to roll that dice there. Aaron Holiday, whatever. Now we're getting to some more green. There's a lot of value. So Jabari Walker, there's your Chris Duarte, right? So Kappa 8, a projection of almost 15. That's going to be a great play. That's going to be a great play with the Pacers. Listen, it might not, the Pacers still do have a lot of guys. like Buddy Hield's probably going to take a million shots tonight. So keep that in mind. But I think like for a cap of 8, this is a great dart throw. Same thing with Nerlens Noel, right? They are without Jalen Duren. They are also without Isaiah Stewart, which we talked about now. We've seen this happen. Mahmoud says if Jokic is out. Jokic is out. He is out. We'll look at DeAndre Jordan. I hate DeAndre Jordan, but we can look at him. Who's like Nerlens Noel, though, we've seen him be like, he's a big block and steal guy too. Putbacks. I mean, he can rack up stats pretty quickly if he stays out of foul trouble. If you have him, I mean, honestly, I totally get selling him or playing him. Kendrick Nunn continuing to pop, but whatever. Jalen Williams has been playing like pretty good minutes for this OKC team. I think playing any bigs on Oklahoma City is a huge risk. We saw it last night. Muscala against the Sixers played like 1 minute in the first half and then played the 8 minutes in the second half, or maybe 10 minutes, and then still was like productive. But I don't know. I'm very nervous about that. Dyson Daniels, this is a great play. Dyson Daniels, the rookie, they're giving him a little bit more time. The Pelicans still have a ton of injury news with or injury situations with our boys Zion and Ingram out. He's been outplaying Devontae Graham. So he's got a cap of 9 and a projection of 17. So pay attention there. I've seen a lot of questions come in too. I'm probably not going to hit the questions until I get through some of this stuff. So here's your DeAndre Jordan. He's got a cap of 10 and a projection of 20. Of course, DeAndre Jordan's going to be a good play here. I'm going to tell you what, I hate it, but whatever. Like if you got him, flip. If you got him, go for it. Ish Wainwright, cap of 10, projection of 15. I feel like you can do better. Here we go. Josh Okogie has been playing like pretty good minutes for the Suns lately, especially with all these injuries. He's pretty feast or famine. Like he can get you a 4, but he can also get you 24. He's projecting really well. I get it. Joe Ingles, cap of 11, a projection of almost 18. If Giannis really is questionable, man, let it ride. Let it ride. Also, I always Chanchar. I pronounce his name incorrectly, so let me get better at that. But yeah, Koji's a great play. Gabe Vincent, right? So Gabe Vincent has a cap of 11, a projection of 14. If you think Tyler Hero is going to be out, you can bump that projection up a little bit. And I don't hate taking a shot at that. Devontae Graham, I think, is bad at basketball. I'm not interested. But Koji and Joe Ingles really stick out there. They really stick out. All right, let's keep moving. Torian Prince, again, he's questionable, so pay attention to that. Brissett, we just talked about, right? So he's playing cap of 12, projection of 15. That definitely has room to run, especially because it's our boy Rick Carlisle. Figuring out those rotations is a little tricky. All right, we're at 13. Jordan Goodwin, the aforementioned Jordan Goodwin, is projecting solid here with Monte Morris being out. One thing that I really like about Jordan Goodwin, he gets a ton of steals. And I mean, it's hard to continuously rack up steals. So I know that like a lot of variance in that projection, but he does. He's a big steal guy. All right, let's keep moving. So Jordan Goodwin seems to be a good play. Utah is not really popping. Then you get Joe Harris and Damian Lee. So I know people have been asking about those guys. And then they're right there, TJ McConnell. So I feel like we've gone 5 or 6 game weeks in a row where there's not crazy value. And look at this shit right here. So TJ McConnell almost double his cap. Damian Lee like close to double his cap. Same thing. Like all of these guys are really projecting well. And all of this means we're leading to a pretty high scoring game week, I think. However, like I think because Luka has 2 games too. So I think we're going to see a pretty high scoring game week. Let's keep moving up here. Terrence Mann, I think this is assuming Paul George is going to miss at least 1, maybe 2 of these games. And if Kawhi misses 1 of these games, since there's 2 of them, Terrence Mann goes ham, right? Romeo Langford is projecting okay. Here's your Chanchar. He's not projecting super well. I'm willing to be risky. I'm willing to be risky here and play some Chanchar and hope that he plays small ball 5, right? That's going to be my hope. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, I had to cough. Let's get up to the cap of 16. We usually go up to 20, and then we'll poke around. So there's Patty Connaughton, Kobe White, Seth Curry, Gary Harris, Grant Williams. All of those like similar caps to 17 projections between 19 and 20. It's kind of hard to figure out what to do there. I don't really love any of these guys, especially when you're seeing guys with caps of like 12 and 13 projecting even higher. There's Rocco, Kenyon Martin Jr., Kenyon Martin Jr. has been balling lately. He seems to be a solid play. And the 19s, we get to Benedict Mathurin. Did I move by? I wanted to look at Jalen Smith. Where was Jalen Smith? So Jalen Smith's not projecting super well, but I wonder if this still has Turner in the projections. Let me see if Turner is projected for 1 or 2 here. He's got projected. So Jalen Smith's boost is going to get a little bit higher. Come on, get higher. But Benedict Mathurin is going to obviously be a smash play here, and there's Nembhard, right? So both with caps of 19, Nembhard with a projection of 25, Mathurin with projection of 27. And then that's it. That kind of rounds out the bottom of like the caps there. So I'm gonna make another announcement here. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag team hold. There's 130 people watching and only 88 subs or 88 submissions. So like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag team hold. And just a reminder, right now we're in the limited tier, 17 minutes in. But if we get up to 200, which is 70 away. All right. We're closing the gap. We're closing the gap. If we get up to 200, we make it a rare tier. So let's get this ish up to 200. Let's see if we got any new subs since we started this show. 4. We've gotten 4 new subs. If it's your first time here, hell yeah. Thanks for being here. So yeah, get those up. And share this stuff. Go put this in the Discord you're in. Put it on Twitter. Let's get up to 200 in here. Shindro saying, is our boy Gnome coming? No, Gnome. Friday night for Gnome, baby. He's getting after it. He'll be back next week, though. Borland, yeah, that was some Matt Nathanson. Matt Nathanson. All right, now is the time. Fire in your questions. We'll start diving around in these projections a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous about Jalen Smith. I hope we get an update. I hope our boy John Boy comes at us with an update for these projections because I would love to see if he got a little bit of a boosty boost and see if he got a hit here. All right, Terrence Davis. He should be the starter for the Kings. That's only if Kevin Huerter is out, right? Has Kevin Huerter been ruled out yet? Because Terrence Davis starts if Huerter is out. But if Herter's back, Terrence Davis loses all value, IMO. However, if you want to take the shot that Mr. Huerter is going to be out, there you go. Herb Jones has been ruled out. That's good for those wings if you're like a Trey Murphy stan like myself. Clint Capella still no timetable to return, so we can keep cooking with Okongwu. Cooking with Okongwu sounds like an HBO Max show. So yeah, that would be my take on him. We got to wait and see, Christian, if we get that Herter news. Kim Robin was asking about Jalen Green. I like Jalen Green because Kevin Porter Jr. is a little. Did they actually announce that Kevin Porter Jr. injury or not? Kevin Porter Jr. is out. Yeah, all right, and they've got 2 games this weekend, right? Yeah, so he's at least missing 1. I love Jalen Green. Wait, sorry, hold on. Jalen Green, where are you? Okay, yeah, they get 2 games. I love Jalen Green. It's a great matchup against Sacramento. He's going to take a ton of shots. Confused why Najee's rated so low. He's been nails the past few weeks with Zion out. I wonder if that was projecting Herb Jones to play tonight, Coach Stark. Let me look at Najee. That might have to do more with let's see if he had Herbert. He had no, I guess he had him missing that game. Why is Najee? I think because Najee's projecting pretty well. Cap of 26, projection of 33. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Coach Stark. What else you got here? Thoughts on KPJ now that Jokic is out? Well, Felix, I answered that question. KPJ is missing at least 1 game, it looks like. So I'm a little bit nervous about rolling out Kevin Porter Jr., even though he's my guy. His TJ is so expensive, Dan. Yeah, that's because he was balling. Sorry, I live in New York, and when the heat comes on, it sounds like someone's ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. That's what it sounds like in here. Also, yeah, you got a reference from like a 1940s movie just then. Is Davis Bertans a good play? I just refuse to say he is. Let's look him up. Cap of 7, projection of 5.6. There's your answer, Ransom Reed. Favorite option under 26. Allen, it's going to be one of those Pacer guys, I believe, but let's go up here. So here we go. Najee Marshall is project like 33 points. So Najee Marshall is a cap of 26, projecting for almost 34 points. He's really good. Mikal Bridges. Wow. Mikal Bridges. I should have talked about him early. His cap is 25 with a projection of almost 37. So he's going to be a really solid play as well. You also have Walker Kessler Ranger with a cap of 24 and a projection of 33. Those are your 3 best plays in that range. If you want to save on your cap, you're seeing Trey Murphy projects pretty well. You're also going to see the guys that we mentioned earlier, the McConnells, all of those guys. Şengün or Brunson off the scene, 912 says, my gut is going to tell me Brunson has the way higher ceiling. We've seen Brunson score 40 real-life points, right? So he's got a cap of 38 and a projection of 41. Şengün has a cap of 32 and a projection of 34. So if cap don't matter, it's going to be Jalen Brunson in here. Şengün or Poole, who has the best upside? I think I'd go Şengün here, Jamie, just because Şengün has the matchup against Bone, who is a dynamite offensive player. However, on defense, not the best. And Şengün in the matchup 2 days ago against the Kings put up a 10, 10, and 10. Little trick dub. Here we go. Ukulele says Mike, Mo Wagner, or Jaden McDaniels. I would need to know if Kyle Anderson, Anthony Edwards, like we're still waiting on some news. I think. Oh wait, Jaden is on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Jaden's on Minnesota. He's going to cap at 27 and a projection of 26. If those guys end up missing, though, he becomes a pretty good play. Mo Wagner, though, I think it's definitely McDaniels, even if those guys are playing. We're asking for Buddy Hield. Yeah, we should have looked at that already. I apologize. But Buddy Boeheim, excuse me. So Buddy's got a cap of 37 and a projection of 34 and a half. But in my opinion, Buddy has a ceiling of like 45 with all those guys out. Herb is not out here. No. Oh, I got you. Will Beverly be fit, or can Nunn dish out 3-pointers like Santa with Christmas presents? Paul, if you were banking on either Kendrick Nunn or Pat Beverly to come through, we're all boned. I think it's fine to take a shot on Kendrick Nunn. I don't know if I have, I don't know if we have any good news on Pat Bev. We'll see if we find something. Connor says Kuzma rare rewards equals happiness. Hey, dude, congrats. Also, shout out to Ireland. There we go. Connor, I'm coming to you in September. Coming out there for a wedding. Coming to Dingle. They said KPJ might be back for Sunday. So, yeah, if you want to get wild, do it. Felix has thoughts on Michael Porter Jr. that Jokic is out. Let's actually look at those nugs, huh? So, let's look at Jamal Murray first. He's going to cap at 33 and a projection of 36.5. I actually think that has way more room to run. We've seen Jamal Murray score 40 real-life points. Michael Porter Jr., though, I think is an underrated call here. Cap of 29, projection of 31. You can make two cases. You could say like, hey, maybe Michael Porter Jr. doesn't get as many clean looks because there's no Jokic, and so you stay away from him. Or you could say he has to do more offensively. I will say, though, someone like Aaron Gordon, I do think that's not great for him. Like, he's got a cap of 34 and a projection of just about 35. I mean, if you're playing Gordon, I think it's fine, but I think it limits it. He like really benefits from playing Jokic. Alex saying, well, yeah, we just looked at Mikal Bridges, so I apologize if this was asked a while ago. Bridges is definitely the play between the two. Smart's a fine play, but Bridges is definitely the play. All right, let me catch up. I missed if Rivers was good or not at basketball. Absolutely not, Snoopaloop. Absolutely not. Honey Badger said, would you pair Tatum and Spider or Siakam and Trae Young? Wow, that's a good spot to be in, Honey Badger. I would lead Tatum and Spider. I would. Even though I love Siakam, I don't trust anything Trae Young's doing. Halyard saying, thoughts on my limited contender? Jalen Green, love it. Rudy Gobert, kind of love it. Mathurin, man. Yeah, we're in similar spots, Halyard, where I'm nervous about Dario Saric, but I love everything else. Claxton or 1 game, Franz for 2 games. Franz every time. Franz, baby. Franz Wagner. Yeah, it's always going to be Franz. Ayton, Jared Allen, or Okongwu. I would rank them Allen, Ayton, and then Okongwu. I think Allen is probably safer with pretty good upside. DeAndre Ayton with no like Booker and Chris Paul probably has actually like a ton of upside, but he always makes me nervous. All right. Thank you, sir. I feel Brunson because of ceiling as well. Yeah, there we go. How do you like Jonas? Oh, dude, I love Jonas Valanciunas. My name is Jonas, dude. We love him. He's got a pretty good matchup considering he's just going against Nerlens Noel. I know they only have the 1 game. He's going to cap at 31, projection 35. The thing about Jonas, though, Tom, I will say is like we've seen him get like 10 points and 8 rebounds. They end up going small. So it's definitely high risk, but the reward is high. We've seen him go like 20 and 10. Hell yeah, with Şengün. Mike, you think Poole will start the second game? Golden State Warriors have back-to-back. Hey, that's a great call, Shindro. The only thing I will say is they've been playing like dog crap, and there's like a chance they just blow out the Spurs tonight anyway. So I think Jordan Poole's a fine play, though. I do think Jordan Poole's a fine play. Hey, Caruso projection, please. We can look at Caruso. He started last night or the other night for the Bulls, right? Cap 16, projection of 21. Pretty solid there. Pretty solid. Not the most exciting, but Kispert or Reggie. Muhammad, I'll tell you this. Anything you throw in the chat is going to be exciting, okay? I don't care if it's Kispert or I can't think of a good joke. Cap 16 and projection of 17 there. My guess is going to be Bullock. Oh, same thing. They're right next to each other. Look at this. Kispert Bullock sandwich. Yeah, Kispert seems to be the better play there. With Miles missing Friday, save to play him for 12 games only. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, Ukulele? Sorry, put that in there again. What else we got? Conchar or Romeo Langford? Oh, Chanchar. It's probably going to be Langford here, but I do so. Langford's going to cap a 14 and projection 22. Chanchar, eventually I'll get that right, has a cap of 14. Oh, man. So Langford's a safe play, Jeb. I think Chanchar has like some serious upside, though. What about Zubac? Zubac is always a good play, man. He's got a cap of 24 and a projection of 24, so he's dead even. But here's the thing. If the Clippers go big, Zubats becomes one of the best plays on the slate. The problem is sometimes they don't play him. Damian Lee or Brissett. That's a good one. Brissett should get a nice little bump here. He's got a cap of 12 and a projection of 15. Damian Lee is a cap of 13 and projection of 21.5. So, man, the thing, like, Brissett probably has a little bit more upside because we've seen him go ham. The problem is, again, it's just trying to figure out what the hell Rick Carlisle's doing. TJ Warren is out this game week. I don't think so, TJ. I don't think so. Did somebody say that? Unless I missed the news. No, he's got a cap of 20, projection of 25. They only have one game, though. Trey Mann or AJ Griffin. Oh, man, it's so rare. Architect, what are we doing here? I think it's going to be AJ Griffin, and you just take a shot that Trey Young misses a game. What else we got? Did I catch up on the chat here? Thought about Jabari Smith Jr. Yeah, he's great. Jabari Smith is great. Love him. Barster's looking for 33 caps. I got you, Barster. Let's go take a look at it. I think it's going to be Jamal Murray is probably my favorite here. He's got a cap of 33 and a projection of 36.5. I think Clarkson is fine. Wiggins is also fine. Ayton has like sneakier upside. So does Jared Allen. I'd rank them Murray, Allen, Ayton right there, and then see if anybody else pops. Nurk is fine, although the Blazers have been trash. Şengün is fine. Rudy Gobert's popping pretty high in the projections at a cap of 31. So is Keldon Big Body Johnson, D'Lo. Like, so there's quite a few options there, Barster. Fox or Mitchell. Wow, that's a tough one. Fox is definitely in the best matchup. De'Aaron, cap of 40, projection of 45. Donovan Mitchell, cap of 42, projection of 40. So Fox is actually projecting really close. Is projecting better. So you've got that going for you. Oh, Garrison Matthews or none. Farm Phil. Love that avatar though, man. So Kendrick Nunn has a cap of 9 and a projection of 11. However, going down to Garrison Matthews has a cap of 6. So you're saving, what was it? You're saving 3 in cap, but losing 2 points. So if cap doesn't matter, you just do none. JS is asking, is there another big score for Gabe in the book? So the thing we talked about at the top of the show, right, is Kyle Lowry has already been ruled out. If Tyler Hero, who's questionable, misses that game, yeah, there's a big performance there, but we're not going to know that in time because that's not till tomorrow. I'm going to go back to Twitter real quick just to do a refresh of what's cracking over here. Actually, before I look at that, just a reminder, 104 entrants, but 146 of y'all watching. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag team hold in order to qualify for this giveaway, okay? And then what we're going to do, we'll spin this at the end. We're also 49 people away from giving away a rare. Right now, we're giving away a limited tier. If we get up over 200, we make it a rare. You got to like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag team hold, but also go share this ish with a Discord, with Twitter, Facebook, Truth Social, wherever you get your content. All right. One game only. Miles has 2 games. They've already said he's out on Friday. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Miles Turner. We're asking for Johnny Collins. Let's go. Oh no, I was supposed to look at the injury news first. Sorry. Nothing. Wow, nothing since then. So nothing in 23 minutes. That never happens in basketball. That means we're about to get hit with a fire hose in a second. All right, let's go back over to John Collins. Collins has actually been playing a little bit better as of late. I imagine his caps come up. Cap at 34, projection at 34. Weaselman saying, run with Luka, Jalen Green, Keldon, Mikal, and 33 points left. Who would you get in that area? Those guys we just went over. We just went over that. Ayton's nice. Jamal Murray's probably my favorite. Looking for Bam out of bio. Bam is a great play. I know his cap's gone up a little bit. He's got a cap of 43 and a projection of 43, but man, Bam has been a little bit more consistent lately. When pre-lock panic takes over, what drink? Excuse. There we go. Yeah. Wood or Ant? Wood seems most likely to play 2 and Ant more likely to play 0. Yeah, I mean, I think, oh man, Christian Wood has a cap of 41, projection of 37. What about Edwards here? He's got a cap of 42 and a projection of 43. They have 2 games. I think I'd roll with Anthony Edwards here, but I know you're a Dallas homer, so I get it. Ooh, Snoopaloop. I'm glad you brought up Wendell Carter Jr. because I have him in DFS tonight. He's got a cap of 29 and projection of 32, but man, he's got upside, dude. Wendell Carter has upside. Yeah, Miles Turner is already ruled out, Marco. So Miles Turner is a very risky play. No, Brissett has been ruled in unless that just got changed, we the people. Let's see what else we got here. Hi, Mike. PG or Jimmy Butler for veterans? Well, I'm nervous PG's not going to play there, Dunson. So let's look at Jimmy Butler. Has a cap of 43 and a projection of 40. Paul George, however, has so yeah, they haven't projected for 1 game. I think it's really risky, man. I think I just roll with Jimmy Butler there. Seth or Yuta pump in this game. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen the price move too much toward. Actually, let me check that. Should I be selling my Utah? Um, let's go look at that because I have a rare Utah that's in my lineup right now. Utah. Is it disrespectful to do it like that? Just say Utah. Because I'm a big fan here. All right, he's got a low 66, so no, not really pumping. But I'm playing. I'm playing him. Let's see. Let me catch up. Top shot or bottom shot? So rare. There we go. Some advice, please. Contender: Gobert, Brooks, Mathurin, Caruso, Avdia, Champion, Don. You don't need advice, man. Those are great lineups. Those are great lineups. My so rare username is Zakarian. It's wait, is it? Well, actually, let me double check. I forget what's my so rare username. Mike Zakarian, right there. Mike Zakarian. I'll put it into the chat, Felix. Is Isaiah Jackson a good shout? Says Connor. Hey, Connor, I think it's got a little bit of risk, right? Because we were talking about this earlier. So Jalen Smith probably gets the start, but we're going to see from guys named Goga, who I know he's not projecting, but he is going to get some minutes. So that needs to be updated. Isaiah Jackson. I always spell Isaiah wrong. That's like one of those words, names where it shouldn't be that hard, but I spell it wrong a lot. Yeah, neither of those guys are projecting, and I wonder if that's because Turner still has some projections in there because that needs to be updated. I would say I like Jalen Smith way more. I think Isaiah Jackson and Goga are fine dart throws, though, if you need a really low cap, right? Because that cap of 7 is kind of nice. Kawhi or Fox, Clippers back to back. So, Jamie, this is how I would do it. Would you? How many games does Fox have? Let me check that. Let me check the Kangs. Kangs. They have 2 games, right? So, would you rather have De'Aaron Fox for 2 games or Kawhi Leonard for 1 game? I think it's pretty close. I think I would lean Fox. Ripley says, do you think KPJ will play on Sunday? Man, I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know. I would bank on him not playing, actually. How many rare cards would one need to put up something decent for contender and week out, Mike? So here's the thing, man. Someone had asked me this before. Like, I only have 16 rare cards, I think. I have like 2 or 3 mid-tier guys that I think are really good, like Franz Wagner, Draymond Green, Jaden Ivey, Trey Murphy, those kind of guys. And then I have a bunch of cheap guys. I don't have the bankroll to be playing in these champion ones. It's I just can't do it. I don't have the dollars. But I think you need, like 10, no more than 10, I don't think. But you need to have a little bit of a bankroll. How are the MVP options looking? Thinking about buying someone new. Let's go up. Obviously, Luka's got the highest projection of 61, but also the highest cap. I like trying to find some guys that have like Jokic is with only 1 game still projecting 60. It's nuts. LaMelo, I think so I was talking about LaMelo this morning. They only have 1 game this weekend. LaMelo, dude, has been taking 11 threes a game. He's been putting up like 25 and 12 for the last couple of weeks. I think LaMelo is pretty sharp, and I don't think his price has been adjusted accordingly. Domantas Sabonis too, man. Like, dude, he's $60 for a limited, and he's like one of the best projecting here. DeMar DeRozan is hurt, so you can buy cheap on DDR. Lauri Markkanen's always kind of intriguing. Trae Young, too. People seem to be really upset at Trae Young. So you could get him. CJ McCollum, dude. Like, CJ McCollum's been absolutely balling. So I think some of those guys are a little bit on the cheaper end. Borland asking about Shaedon Sharpe, man. I'm waiting for the Blazers to pack it in and let Shaedon Sharpe cook. So they got 2 games. I mean, for Shaedon Sharpe to be a good play, you need Dame or Simons to sit one of these 2 games. So high risk, high reward until they decide to tank. Keegan Murray versus O'Neal versus Patrick Williams. I think I would like them probably in that order. So Keegan Murray, there's too many Murrays. Let's search by Keegan. Keegan has a cap of 23 and a projection of 22. Patrick Williams has a cap of 24 and a projection of 26. Royce O'Neal's interesting. I don't trust Royce O'Neal, honestly. He's got a cap of 22 and a projection of 25. So clearly I was wrong. In the projections, they like Patty, Will, O'Neal, then Keegan, but I think I'd go the option. Any name with 4 vowels and 2 consonants is tough. Totally agree. Hardy and Beasley or Daniels and Jabari? I think I'd go Daniels and Jabari. I think I like that second one. Halliard's asking about Shea. Yeah, let's look at what SGA is doing this weekend. Dude, Shea's cap's come down a little bit. It was like over 50 for a while. It's now 48. He's got a cap of 49. They have 2 games this weekend. Love Shea. Love him. Embiid or Jokic. Embiid might as well rest on this away. That's tough, man. That's a tough one. I'm biased because I love Jokic, so I always put Jokic in there. Thoughts on Sadiq Bey with the Pistons out, the bigs out? Yeah, Bey's been fine. He's got a cap of 23 and a projection of 26. Let's look at Boyan as well. Because Boyan is the other one that benefits. He's got a cap of 31 and projection of 32. And then obviously Nerlens cap of 8 and a projection of 16. He's like the direct beneficiary, but I think all of those guys are fine plays there. Ransom said I bought CJ just because I didn't have enough guys to fill the vet cap. There we go. Keldon versus Anthony, give me Keldon every time. Big body, even though he might only play one of the games because you know how Greg Popovich works. At least he's going to get all of the load there. That's what she said. IQ with 2 games or Trent with 1. Apologies if you've answered before. I haven't looking for food. I think it's quickly for me. I think I'd rather have quickly with 2 games. He's going to cap at 35, though. That's pretty high. That is pretty high. That's making me want to change my mind. Let's look at Gary Trent Jr. Cap. Yeah, it's actually saying Gary Trent. Same go with Gary Trent. What else you got? Norman Powell. I actually like Norman Powell quite a bit, especially if we're assuming Paul George misses 1, if not 2. Because here's the thing, right? If Paul George ends up missing both games and you assume Kawhi misses one of these 2, so like he's pretty safe with a cap of 24 and a projection of 29. But if they both miss one of those games, all of a sudden his projection goes up to like 40, right? Would you go? Is that Terrence Mann, Jordan Poole, Mathurin, DeJounte Murray? Would I go all of those? Yeah, those sound good. What do you recommend if I focus this week on limited contender champ? Here's what I would tell you. It's a good question. Our man TST, shout him out. You should be all watching his content. He does some really good stuff. He put it best, right? Like it's cheaper to do contender this week versus to build a champion lineup if you're just starting. However, it's a little bit trickier as you continue to play contender because the caps move up and down, right? So you can definitely, for a more efficient way, put together a contender lineup than a champion lineup. However, once you buy some of those champion moments, you are those champion type players cards, for those lineups, you can use those forever. So if you like buy an SGA, you can always use an SGA. So there's a yin and a yang, a push and a pull to all of that. Isaiah Joe or Jock Landell as the, oh man, I think it's Isaiah Joe. I'm nervous about Jock with DeAndre Ayton back and Dario Saric playing as well as he was. Listen, Jock could very well do it. I'm just a little bit nervous. I feel like what could happen is what we saw at the Pelicans, right? Where Jock plays 14 minutes, Saric plays 14 minutes, Biyombo plays 6 minutes, right? So if that happens, you're screwed. And then there's also the case that Dario Saric just plays the bigger minutes, and then you're screwed too. Jason Tatum, 1 game, Sabonis, 2 games. Great question, Sean. Oh, that's close, man. I think I'd go Sabonis and just hope he gets a triple-double, but you can't go wrong there. James Johnson is, oh my God, I'm not doing James Johnson. I can't do it. Zubac or Norman Powell. Oh my God, that's so close, Gano. I think I go Norman Powell and hope that one of those guys, and hope that both Paul George and Kawhi sit. I think that's what I would do. All right, Covington over John Wall. PG is out. Oh man, are they playing Covington? I'm just so nervous about that. I'm so nervous about Roko's minutes. I have enough for both, but only one lineup works. That's why I was asking about KPJ, because without him, I can only play one of the 2. Oh, I got what you were saying. Well, listen, if you're already firing him, let's do it. Giacomo is asking, what's my team looking like? You're absolutely right. Let's look at my squad. Before I do that, let's go over here. Let's see if any other injury news came in. Let's see. Anything else? No. All right, we're up to 127 entrants, but 156 watching. Like the stream. Subscribe to Team Hold, put hashtag Team Hold into the chat just like it's presented in front of you. And what does that mean? We're going to give away a limited tier. However, look at this. We are at 156. If we hit 200, that becomes a rare tier. Before I look at my lineup, I actually want to, yes, Patrick, we talked about this, right? I'm pretty intrigued by Jason Derulo Tate from the Houston Rockets, especially if Kevin Porter Jr. is that. Yeah, so this is pretty good. Cap 19, projection of almost 22. I do think there's some upside there. I do think it's risky, but I think there's some upside. Triple J or Adams, good play with the Grizzlies injuries. I think, Alex, I think Triple J is always a good play because of his block upside, but I'm biased. All right, here are my squads here. I'll show you my lineups again. I know we did this a little bit earlier. So I am rolling out. This is my limited contender. My limited contender right now, we have Jamal Murray, Terrence Mann, Dario Saric, Benedict Mathurin, and Kyle Kuzma. Now, I like this one quite a bit. However, I'm a little bit nervous about Saric, right? So let's see if we got rid of Saric and Kuzma, and we could do something in the 20s, right? We could do something in the 20s here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's delete both of these. Let's delete these so we can build them together. So let's start with the contender, right? I'm definitely throwing in Murray in here. I'm definitely throwing in Mathurin in here. Now I already forget who the other one was. Man, we're going to throw Man in here, right? So that leaves us 22 for my last 2 spots. So I'm going to start at the bottom to see if there's any dog shit guys that we can throw in there. let's see. What do we got here? All right, these are my inactives. All right, so we've got Loravia, Paul Reed. I don't want to talk about him. So there's Dario Saric. It's only one game, definitely risky. Let's see. Is Christian Brown projecting well now? Let's see. He's got a cap. No, he's not. Okay, that sucks. I thought he was going to project a little bit better. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think here. What do we think? Cam Thomas, we didn't see the minute uptick. We got Jamal Cain, whatever, Edmund Sumner, Caleb Houston, Shaden Sharp. There's Ish Wainwright, Darius Baisley. Actually, is Nick's projecting okay? Probably not, right? Is he in the G League? Capitan and projection of 11. No, I don't think so. I don't think we love it. All right, Usman Garuba, Moses Moody, Markeith, Kira Lewis Jr. Now, Gabe Vincent at 11. How's Gabe's projections? We talked about him earlier, right? Gabe, I don't think it was projecting super well, right? So he's got a cap 11 and a projection of 14. So instead of Saric, we could go to Gabe Vincent, which leaves us with 33. And I think that's still, it doesn't get us Kuz, but it's like Okongwu or Keldon Johnson. We could also do, what if we just try to do a balance build here? Anything in the 20s that we like. So there's Drummond, Mark Williams, Jalen Noel, Zach Collins. There's Ben Simmons, Aaron Neesmith, who was ruled out. Correct. Mitch Robb. I don't know. Do you think we still go with Saric? You think we just still rock with Saric? I know they're saying Gabe is sick, like a good play. I don't know. Do we still ride with Sarge? He will see. Wait, why do you think Sarge is starting, Josh? Is he starting at the 4? Why do you think he's starting? DeAndre Ayton is back, baby. Unless you think Sarge is starting. Do you think Sarge is starting at the 4? Are they starting Ayton, Sarge, Bridges? Who else? I don't even know who the hell's on that team anymore. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about Sarge, TBH. I know he's like, Jordan Goodwin. You're right, Magnum. That was the right play. I remember I made a note about him. That gets us to 31, and then we can just throw Keldon Johnson in there, right? This is a pretty good squad. So Jamal Murray, Benedict Mathurin, Terrence Mann, Jordan Goodwin, and Keldon Johnson. I know I like Gabe Vincent too. If we do Gabe Vincent, that gets me up to 32. It doesn't really change anything. And if Hero's back, I don't like Vincent as a play. So, all right, I think this is going to be my squad there. Sarge been starting at the 5. Sarge been starting at the 4 with Biombo at the 5. Yeah, I think with Aiden back, I just don't want to touch it. I'm a little bit nervous. Or maybe I throw it to my champion. All right, so we're starting with Bone and then going right to Christian Wood. McConnell is going to be the next guy that I throw in there. And then because I think he is a great play. And then let's see what else we got here. I think we just hit it with a couple of 30-point guys here. So I kind of like Killian Hayes. He's been pretty solid. And then I can do Kuz, right? How do we feel about this? Sabonis, Wood, McConnell, Killian Hayes, Kyle Kuz. The Kuz. Not going to lie, though. Kuz has been kind of bad. Would you rather play Kuz or Scotty Barnes? What do you think? Kuz or Scotty Barnes? You decide. Yeah, man, Scotty Barnes. They both have one game too. They both have one game as well. I don't know. Kuz has just been turning the ball over a ton lately. It's been freaking me out. Yeah, City says finally excited to start Curry. Yeah, that's going to be a good feeling where you like lose one of your MVP guys like that and then it's gone. Mark says Barnes. All right, first to 5 votes. That's what I'm going to go. All right, they say they have. I'm still going to stay away with Sarge. Should you target guys with multiple games? I don't think you have to. I use it as a tiebreaker. Monty has played with the big starting lineup of Sarge over Craig. Sarge is risky, but huge upside. Are you guys trying to talk me back into Sarge? Okay, well, let me ask you this, though. Oh, no, I'm not. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. I'm not going to. People, all right, 2 Barnes, 3 Barnes? All right, so it's 3 Barnes to no Kuz so far. 3 Barnes to no Kuz. All right, fine. Let's just go to Barnes. Let's go to Barnes. That could also get me. I could also do. All right, let me give you one more. Okongwu or Killian Hayes. Yeah, most guys, but Porzingis is back though. That's the one that I was nervous about. All right, let's just do this. This is our squad. Let's just do it. Hawks will be on the second night of the back-to-back, and Hawks don't play AD. I don't know. Let's do this. This is the squad. And then I'll show you my rare contender one more time. The rare contender right here looks like this. We've got Franz Wagner with 2 games, Jaden Ivey with 2 games. You got Jalen Smith with 2 games, Yuta with 1, and Trey Murphy with 1. I didn't really have too many other options. We're looking at Muscala down here, Lendell, Dwight Powell, Jalen Johnson, Jarrett Culver, Damian Jones, JaVale McGee, JTA, James Wiseman, Wesley Matthews. So this is the squad right there. That's the squad. Oh, Hawks don't play D. I got what you're saying. So there we go. Those are the squads. I'm going to have to enter in a bunch of other random stuff so I don't forget, because that's usually what happens. So let's just do this quickly just so I have a lineup in there. All right, let's see. We're up to 136, 154 watching. Are we going to hit 200? We have like 10 minutes left. That's it. 10 minutes left. All right, pepper me with questions. Let's keep firing out. DeRozan confirmed out. Let's see what we got over here. Also, I got a cough coming. So if they have multiple games, Travel Addict. So if they have multiple games, it's just the best score. It's just the best score. All right, let me just make sure nothing else came out. Just DeRozan out. That was it. All right, someone asked, Jalen. Is it Jalen or Jay? Jalen McDaniels or TJ Warren? I think I ride with TJ Warren here unless we get confirmation some of the Minnesota guys are out. I think I'd go with TJ Warren. We out on DeJounte Murray tonight. So what is DeJounte's cap actually? Murray has been underperforming a little bit as of late. His cap is 37 with a projection of 39. I think if you have DeJounte, it's fine to ride with DeJounte. I think that's fine. Kyrie is obviously still a good play. I saw that. A limited for champ is going to be Fred VanVleet, Thompson, KPJ, Kenrich, and Chetty. There you go. That's nice. Giacomo says Kobe White season. Yeah, Kobe's a great play. Butler or Levine? I'm going with Levine. I don't know if people feel differently about this, but Levine is playing by himself. There's no DeRozan. No DeRozan. He's got a cap of 41 and a projection of 43. I imagine, Jimmy Butler's got a cap of 43 and a projection of 40. Oh, I'm sorry. Levine, a cap of 41, projection of 45. And Butler, a cap of 43 and a projection of 40. I'm going Levine there. Halyard saying Shea, Fox, Brunson, Şengün, Noel. Yeah, that's hot as hell. That's great. Bodavine's rolling with Clay, Harry, Wall, Easton, and Garrison Matthews. That's pretty good. Malachi Branham is like slowed down a little bit, Ransom. I'd much prefer Malachi Branham if we found out that some of the Spurs were going to sit, but you can always take a shot. Keen on the Dingle hang. Get us on me. Connor, let's go, baby. Yeah, I'm going to be out there in September. I think we're going to fly to London and then hang out in London for a couple of days. Then we're going to be in Dingle for 8 to 10 days for the wedding. It's the same weekend. There's a big food festival. All right, Mike, you need to get the Akoji cap 11 and you're sorted. Yeah, I can't go. I don't know. I don't trust any of the Suns, though. He was asking about the Hornets, McDaniels. All right, my bad. Then I definitely still like what I said before. Even if it's the Hornets, McDaniels, I still like the other guy. My bad. Yeah, I think Tate's fine. We had already talked about Tate. I think Tate is absolutely fine. Şengün, John Collins, or Poole. Pick 2. I think I'd go Şengün, and then for the point that was made earlier by the chat, I'd go Jordan Poole. Şengün's got that dream matchup against Sabonis with triple-double upside. Jordan Poole, maybe he gets the start tomorrow. Did someone say Team Hold in London? Dude, I would love that, looking for food. I would love that. Yeah, it's going to be in September. Speaking of which, hey, I'm going to drop a link into the chat. I'll explain it a little bit more at the end of the show. But if you like the shit that we're doing and you want to get involved in some of our growth, we're doing a really cool thing. I'll explain it towards the end. Ripty said, my limited contender is Draymond, Mason Plumlee, Patrick Beverley, Troy Brown Jr., and Dragic. My only concern is Pat Bev. Is Pat Bev back in action? Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds good. I think Troy Brown has some upside, TBH. I think he does. I'm surprised we haven't gotten more news after. I'm like, it's now 40 minutes before live before lock. That DeRozan information is helpful though. And we do have the most updated projections too. That's good. Patrick Williams or Jaden McDaniels. I think I'm going Patrick Williams as well. Patrick Williams is projecting pretty well. I like that. Any idea why Hartenstein is projecting decently? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if the Knicks have an injury. His cap has also come so far down because Hartenstein's cap was pretty high. Sabonis is not a bad defender, just doesn't get blocks. Okay. I don't know. Have they been shutting down bigs this year in Sacramento? Does THT still get minutes? I'm not sure, but you know what? While I look it up, do we do a THT drop? Because it's been a while and you guys don't normally get drops. Love the THT, baby. Love the THT. Reggie Bullock or Dwight Powell. Reggie Bullock is at least going to be out there, so I'm going Reggie Bullock. Ooh, Dyson Daniels or Duarte. That's pretty close, I think. So Daniels, Dyson, the vacuum Daniels, has a cap of 9 and a projection of 17. And I think Duarte is a cap of 8, right? Duarte's like right behind him. Cap of 8 and projection of 14. Yeah, that likes Dyson Daniels a little bit better, but that's pretty close. I like that. Ooh, he put it in all caps. Malik Monk or Jay Rich. So Matches, I like Malik Monk if Kevin Huerter is out. And I know we won't have that information, but Malik Monk is pretty solid and gets a lot more run with no Herder. So if you want to take a shot at that, Malik Monk is pretty solid. If not, listen, Josh Richardson's been pretty productive off the bench, so I think either of those are a fine play. Richardson's probably a little bit safer. Monk's got some more upside, especially if we lose Herder. Sexton is back. There we go. Sexton is back. 2023. Let's do it. Is Randall versus the Wizards a good enough matchup to smash? Dude, Randall's been cooking, man. The thing about Randall is he's going to be out there for 40 minutes. And he's going to take 25 shots. He's got a cap of 57. It's a monster cap, but he's got a projection of almost 49. So I think that's fine. What are the best? Oh, man. So, Ripty, I don't have the price points up right now. I'd have to look at that, especially because it's moving so close. I think you can find like some really good, cheaper MVPs, like we talked about with Trae Young and Sabonis and stuff like that. That's hard to do that during this show, though. Dyson the Vacuum Daniels. We love it, baby. We love it. Nerlens Noel or Sarge. I can't believe I'm saying this, Hayden. I think it's Nerlens Noel. Nerlens Noel's cap is a little bit lower, right? No, it's a little bit higher now. Cap of 8, projection is 17. I'll listen. I'm happy to take an L here. This I don't think Sarge scores more than 20 real life points. And if he gets 20, that's real life, fantasy points. If he gets 20, that's still a smash for a cap of 7. I just think there's so much downside there. Tobias Harris or Trey Jones. Ooh, that's actually pretty interesting. Trey Jones has a cap of 29 and projection of 34. There you go. I can't believe this. Trey Jones is projecting higher than Tobias Harris. There you go. Grimes or Kenrich. Ooh, Grimes is going to be out there for more minutes. He's got a cap of 26 and a projection of 27. Kenrich, though, I kind of like. Okay, so this is saying the projections like Quentin Grimes quite a bit more. All right, my champion lineup says Embiid, Shea, Murray, Damian Lee, Dinwiddie. That's pretty fire, my man. Randall is Sabonis' MVP, Ronan. I lean Sabonis, but I totally get it. I totally get it. Drink the Kool-Aid. Dude, I like Saric. I really do like Saric. I'm a big Saric fan. He's like the only son that I like right now, besides my own. I'm just kidding. I don't have children. But I do like Dario Saric quite a bit. I'm just nervous with DeAndre Ayton back. Dude, if DeAndre Ayton was out tonight, I'd play Dario Saric in all 5 of my spots. I wouldn't play anybody else. Dion's playing Drew, Bridges, O'Neal, Damian Lee. Yeah, and Lyles. Yeah, this looks good, man, especially if Bridges and Drew are great plays. So is Royce O'Neal. This is a really solid lineup. And if Giannis ends up sitting, that's great. Is Brissett a good option with him confirmed available and Turner out? So here's the thing, right? They're without Turner, Halliburton, and Nesmith. All of those guys are starters. So it's just like, yes, it's a good option, but we don't really know how Rick Carlisle is going to implement the rotations with the minutes. So there's some risk involved, but Brissett should play 25 minutes. What else? Correction, 45 terrible shots. There we go. Rudy Gay or Sharp. Oh my God, Ransom Reed. What are we doing? I think Shaedon Sharp. I'm too nervous about Rudy Gay. Yes, DeRozan is out. Mike, help. Got a real tough one to decide. Like, subscribe, comment, or all 3. Ooh, Evo, that's a great question. You should do all 3. Embiid, LeBron, or Jokic? Whoa. Do they all have one game? No, Embiid's supposed to have 2 games. I think I'd rank them. Rank them Embiid, Jokic, LeBron. I'm a little bit nervous that LeBron sits one of these games after playing 150 minutes last night. Yes, Kim. DeAndre Jordan is a good play. I won't do it because I hate him deep in my heart, but yes. You have to gamble on Reed again. That is dangerous. LeBron or LaMelo? I'm going to say the same thing. This is stupid, but I think I'm going to take LaMelo just for this weekend. Kyrie or Mitchell? I'm going to take Kyrie. I think we're due for a big Kyrie game. Plum Dog Millionaire. Oh my God. Max Christie is probably fine, but as they start to get a little bit healthier, it goes down. We the People says Sorare is so fun. I literally get rewards every week. Time for some either. Yeah, I wonder if we get an announcement about that soon. Moses or Zaire? So is this Moses Moody or Zaire Williams? Or are we talking Bible, Joe? I think I'd go Zaire Williams here and then hope that a bunch of those guys sit, right? Because we saw Brandon Clark is questionable. Dylan Brooks is questionable. There's a lot of questionable Grizzlies tomorrow. And if they happen to sit, I think Zaire Williams becomes a good play. Josh Harvey says, do I make a killer limited champ lineup and punt veteran, or make a really decent limited champion and a pretty good? No, I think it's too hard to win the veteran, man. I just go make a killer champion. Also, the champion gives you a shot at winning the rares. Yeah, I definitely go champion. Yeah, Miles Turner is out. I am Roost. He is out. We got the Don, Ant, Jalen Green, Dinwiddie, Benedict, Matthew, love it. Yeah, LeBron and the veterans. That's the way to approach LeBron this week. Scotty, Holiday, Wiggins, or Giddy. I'd go Drew Holiday there. Drew Holiday there. Oh, Moses Brown. I think I stand by what I said. I think I still go Zaire. There. All right, guys. Hey, listen, we got 3 or 4 more minutes. So last minute for questions. I don't think we're going to get to that rare tier. However, we are still going to give away a limited tier. We have 150 watching right now. We need to like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Team Holden in the chat. We're going to spin this thing in just a second. Real quick, too, I'm just going to pump some stuff while you guys get your last minute questions in. Listen. If this is your first time here, we do a ton of content. We do a daily show Monday through Friday, just talking basketball every morning at 9 a.m. We do value hunting twice a week where we do some so rare values. We do live before lock on Mondays and Fridays at 5:30. I also shared a link. We are doing, there's like an opportunity, and this sounds insane, but we are raising some money for growth, baby. We're hiring. We're putting our money where our mouth is, or putting your money where our mouth is. We're hiring one of our solid people in the community, Veronica, who's done some incredible content work with the Miami Heat, is going to be working with us. And instead of just doing a Patreon, we're like, hey, if you give us $5, I'll do a video, give you a high five, maybe you get a t-shirt. What we're doing is it's like a one-time investment. And then all of the revenue that comes in from all of these streams, from the ads, from the brand partnerships and sponsorships, all of that is going into one pile. And then you get a cut from that. It's done through a third-party company called Oversubscribe. And they liked what we were doing and wanted us. So if that's something that you're into, would love to have the support so you can help us grow and grow with us. If not, listen, it's fine. You're still going to get the same content. My butt won't be hurt, or it might be, but for other reasons. But no, seriously, you do whatever you want. But if you're something you're into, and if you have more questions, ask me in the Discord, ask me in chat, shoot me a DM on Twitter. Happy to talk about it. And you don't have to do anything right now except for fill out that form, and it's like right now, we're not actually collecting anything. We're just collecting interest, and then we're going to start in like a week or so. So if you're into it, please fill out the form, take a look. And I'm open to feedback too. If you think like would love more, whatever, I'm open to all that stuff. But we're really excited. We're doing a ton of short form stuff. We're going to start doing some in real life stuff. We're going to be in Summer League for Vegas. We're going to do a live show at Summer League. Hopefully working with some So Rare creators as well as the Shot Tank boys, the Team Hold boys. So we're going to do a lot of cool in real life stuff as well with all of this stuff. So if you're into it, I'm going to share the link one more time because I know there was a lot of stuff happening in the chat. Please take a peek at it. All right. Any other? Prove it, Rico. Any other questions that I missed in here? I want to make sure Sohan or Strees. Sohan feels safer. Max Strus probably more upside, especially if Tyler Hero sits tomorrow with Kyle Lowry already being out. So I think that's pretty interesting. What else do we have here? Is that it? Did we answer all the questions? Is this the first time in history that we answered all of the questions? Maybe it's because it was me going solo. We ride it solo. All right. I think we're going to call it there. Listen, last call. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Team Hold. 150 entrants. Before I spin this thing, I also just want to say thanks too for everyone being here. This is super fun. This is like my favorite show that we do. I love doing this on Mondays and Fridays. It's chaotic, it's exciting, and I ended up being a little bit drunk by the end of it, and that's good for business. All right. So best of luck in game week 25. Show me your lineups after this on Twitter. I hope everybody crushes. If you win this thing, shoot me a DM either at Mike Sakarian or in the Discord. I'll actually drop a link into the Discord right now as we're wrapping up. So if you want to come hang out with us, you can do that. But who is taking home the limited moment? It is Jay Blaze, our man Jay Blaze. You know, a Cam Thomas. I got a Cam Thomas with your name on it, Jay Blaze. I just dropped a link into the Discord. Come join the Discord and hang out. Hope everybody has a great and safe weekend. Get after it, baby. We out.